It was the Batesville Ornamental Works in around 1950, and I started working junior in high school, probably a sophomore, be about 16. You go to school in the morning, and you work at noon. We worked at Batesville Products on the second floor. My dad makes sand castings, ram up sand. In the beginning, we used zinc. The first metal we poured. Working on the second floor, we carry a ton of zinc up steps, take about 5 guys. We melt up there and pour slush metal up there and stuff. When we were first, we made an all bronze, but it was a monument for World War II veterans. That's in Batesville by the swimming pool. Oh, we'd also make nameplates for hearses. We would do that for Hillenbrand's, and we did some for Aurora Casket. When we were still in Batesville, under the Ornamental Works, we did ecclesiastical work. Up at Centerville, Ohio, we made water fonts and stuff like that. St. Bernard to St. Clemens, we made the bronze church doors. My dad made plaques to put on the doors. Yeah, Millard Jr., Neil, Gene. Yeah, I'm the one still living. I went in the Army in 1953. Then I got out of the Army in 56. In 56, they said I went to work for General Motors at Bedford, Indiana, for Central Foundry. We made a lot of automobile castings and stuff like that. Got let go and came back to Batesville, went to work at the shop again. Then moved to Lawrenceburg and still there. We incorporated, I think it was in 56 or 57. That's the year my dad passed away. Yeah, Justin showed up out of the clear blue. He just showed up at the shop. When Justin came on board, one of the first things he did was make sure everybody got paid. I owned the home and was 6 months behind on house payments, not getting a paycheck every week. So Justin, that's where his management came in and so on. And then worked with the bank, taking invoices down to the bank to get paid for on them. He doesn't know how to do it, that's all. Yeah, Justin started slowly build it up. But he had the buildings put up and stuff like that. Upstairs in the tool room area. This is when we still had the plating. I'll tell you one thing, you did not want to deal with the automotive companies. No. Yeah, we did some hood ornaments, but you didn't make much money. The Buick Regal had a little small ornament, red, white, and blue. For extra money there, I would paint those. You'd have to use an eyedropper with magnifying glasses to paint them. So another one we made for was pool table corners. National Billiards didn't have too much money, so they traded 3 pool tables for casting, and I got one. Right now, that pool table is in the basement of my son Jim in Greendale. I'll tell you one thing, I admire Justin, but I admire Ricky just as much. Ricky kind of did the engineering when Justin was there. And we still did the foundry in the one part of the building. We had about 3 melting pots. We didn't have we didn't have that, what do you call that machine, CMN machining? So Ricky and the guys came on. They were good at computers. One Ricky started taking over. They could buy that machine. And Rick, he could program those machines. And also, if they broke down, he could repair them. Little by little, you just add another machine here and there. Same way in the foundry, adding the electric melting furnaces and learning to do tilt pour and all that kind of stuff and so on. And then after we had lunch, I just stood up and says, well, this ends my tenure. After that, we went to Germany, and we've been really been traveling. Rosie and I are in our upper 80s. We got 68 years this year. We're living a good life. Yeah, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the shop. We couldn't have done any of this stuff there if I didn't have my life with the Batesville Products.